the role of a teacher in society. A teacher is one of the most important people in our lives because they help us learn from a very young age and guide us throughout our education. From the first day at school, teachers help us learn how to read, write, calculate, and understand the world around us. They are not only responsible for giving us knowledge, but they also help shape our personality and behavior. In addition, teachers guide students to become responsible, respectful, and independent individuals. Teaching is not just a simple job. It is a noble and respected profession that requires patience, dedication, and passion. A teacher must be ready to give time and effort to help students succeed. Without teachers, no other profession would exist, because every doctor, engineer, scientist, or worker was once a student who learned from a teacher. A teacher is a person whose role is to educate students by sharing knowledge, skills, and values in a structured and organized way. Teachers usually work in schools, colleges, and universities, and their main goal is to help students develop intellectually, socially, and emotionally. They do not only teach academic subjects like mathematics, science, or languages, but they also prepare students for real life. For example, they teach values such as respect, discipline, cooperation, and responsibility. A teacher also helps students think critically, ask questions, and express their ideas clearly. A teacher has many responsibilities, both inside and outside the classroom, and their role goes far beyond simply explaining lessons. First, they explain lessons clearly and help students understand difficult ideas by using examples, exercises, and different teaching methods. They try to adapt their explanation depending on the level of the students. Second, teachers prepare their lessons carefully before coming to class. They organize the content, choose activities, and think about how to make the lesson interesting and effective. Good preparation helps students understand better and stay focused. Third, teachers evaluate students by giving homework, tests, and exams. They correct mistakes and give feedback to help students improve and progress step by step. Moreover, teachers guide students in their studies and sometimes even in their personal problems. They listen to them, give advice, and support them when needed. In this way, they act not only as teachers, but also as mentors. Finally, teachers maintain discipline in the classroom. They create a respectful and organized environment where all students can learn without disturbance. A good teacher must have many important qualities that help them succeed in their profession. First, they need to be patient because students learn at different speeds, and some may need more time to understand. Kindness is also important because it helps students feel comfortable, safe, and confident in the classroom. A good teacher should never make students feel afraid to ask questions. A teacher must also have strong knowledge of their subject so they can explain lessons correctly and answer students' questions. Good communication skills are necessary to explain ideas clearly and simply. Creativity is another important quality because it helps make lessons interesting and enjoyable instead of boring. A creative teacher uses examples, stories, and activities to keep students engaged. In addition, fairness is essential so that all students are treated equally without favoritism. Finally, passion for teaching is very important because a teacher who loves their job can inspire students and make them love learning too. Teachers play a very important role in society because they help build the future generation. They prepare students to become responsible citizens who contribute positively to their country. Teachers also transmit moral and social values such as honesty, respect, tolerance, and cooperation. These values are essential for living in a peaceful and organized society. Moreover, teachers help reduce ignorance by educating people and giving them the tools to understand the world. Education allows individuals to make better decisions and improve their lives. Teachers also encourage innovation and creativity by motivating students to think, ask questions, and find solutions to problems. In this way, they contribute to the development and progress of society. The relationship between teacher and student is very important for successful learning. When students respect their teacher and feel comfortable in class, they become more motivated and active. Teachers should listen carefully to their students, encourage them, and help them overcome their difficulties. They should create a positive atmosphere where students feel free to express themselves. On the other hand, students also have responsibilities. They should respect their teachers, pay attention during lessons, participate in class, and complete their homework seriously. A good relationship based on respect and communication creates a healthy and productive learning environment where everyone can succeed. Teaching is not always easy, and teachers face many challenges in their daily work. One common problem is managing a large number of students in one classroom, which makes it difficult to give attention to everyone. Students may also have different levels of understanding, which requires the teacher to adapt their teaching methods. Some students may need more help than others. In some cases, there is a lack of materials or resources, which makes teaching more difficult. Teachers may also experience stress due to heavy workload and responsibilities. Another challenge is managing student behavior, especially when some students are not disciplined. Despite all these difficulties, teachers continue to work hard and remain dedicated to their mission. Teachers can have a strong and lasting impact on students' lives. A good teacher can change a student's future by helping them succeed and believe in themselves. They can build students' confidence, encourage them to speak, and help them discover their talents and abilities. Teachers also motivate students to work hard and never give up, even when they face difficulties. Many successful people say that a teacher inspired them and helped them achieve their goals. This shows how powerful the role of a teacher can be. Teachers deserve respect because of the important role they play in our lives. They dedicate their time, energy, and effort to educating students and helping them succeed. They care about students' future and try to guide them in the right direction. Respecting teachers is a way of appreciating their work and efforts. We can show respect by listening carefully in class, participating actively, doing our homework, and behaving politely. Respect creates a positive relationship between teacher and student. In conclusion, teachers are essential in both our personal lives and in society as a whole. They do much more than just teach lessons. They educate, guide, and inspire students every day. They help shape our personalities, develop our skills, and prepare us for the future. Their role is very important and should always be recognized and appreciated. A good teacher can make a big difference in a student's life and help them become a successful and responsible person in the future.